I want to talk about something that we think you can do in this competitive market. When I say this competitive market, you know right now when you're putting in an offer on a house, there's probably 5 other offers. And how can you have yours set apart from the other ones so it's your contract that gets accepted? One thing I want to enlighten you on is possibly either doing one of two things, is either waiving the appraisal contingency, meaning that if a house appraises for less than what you're going to pay for it, you're still going to buy it, or adding what's called an appraisal gap. What that means that it's similar to what I just said, but it means that you have a limit to how low you'll go for the appraisal. To keep it simple, let's say you're going to buy the house for $100,000. You put a $5,000 appraisal gap into the sales contract. That means that if the house appraises for $95,000 or more, you're still going to buy the house, okay? And you're taking a risk when you do that. There's no doubt about it. But in this competitive market, it could make your contract just stick out over the other 5 or 6 or 7 contracts that the seller's getting. Now, how does it pertain to financing? And that's the important part that I want to talk about here today. Understand that in a lot of cases, if you're putting money down, the appraisal coming in low doesn't have that much of an effect on your financing, okay? Let me give you an example. Let's, again, keep it simple and say you're purchasing a $100,000 house. You're planning on borrowing $90,000. So you're putting 10% down. You're putting down $10,000, okay? If the house appraises for $95,000, you can still borrow the $90,000, which essentially makes your down payment still $10,000. The difference is in your PMI. Your PMI is going to be slightly higher if the house appraises for $95,000 than if it appraises for $100,000. Again, you're taking a risk, but it's a way to get your contract accepted in this competitive market over someone else who's not willing to take that risk. I just want to open your eyes to that and have you look into it, talk to your realtor, talk to me about the pros and cons of doing that, but it could be a way to have your contract set apart from other contracts that are put in on the house. Thanks.